Hello everyone, welcome to the Trade Ideas Live Trading Room recap for Monday, April the 13th. My name is Barry Anderson, moderator of your trading room. Any questions you may have for me, you can use this email address. And this is a link to our free room, 100% free. You do not have to be a member of Trade Ideas to be in our free trading room. The room is open Monday to Friday, 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. Eastern Time. I share my screen and I'm live on the mic. And in the email you're getting, the promo code Easter Egg is still valid for 25% off either the first month only or the entire year of a Trade Ideas subscription. The promo will be valid until 11:59 p.m. Eastern Time tonight. Okay? And as always, if you decide, say you take a standard subscription and you want to upgrade to, say, a premium, or you take a monthly, you want to upgrade to an annual, as long as you do it within 30 days, you can use the 25% promo code. All right, well, a lot of interesting things over the weekend. I actually thought the market might pop a little bit this morning, but not at all. In fact, the market is starting to drift down again. We thought maybe this would start to cause a little bit of a run, but looks like it's giving it up. There appear to be an oil agreement between the Russians and the Saudis. They're going to, or overall, they're going to drop 10 million, approximately, 9.7 million barrels of production. But it absolutely did not have the pop in the market. So, though there were a ton of things that happened, I want to go over a couple of things. I do want to take a look at Works. And this one, the problem I had with it, and it's really too bad. If it hadn't done this, I probably, I wish it had maybe not had such a severe pullback after in the pre-market. This got up to, I think, $10. And then it pulled all the way back down to 521. Not a lot of confidence. Now, if you read the press release, it appears that they have got some kind of a contract with the government for $1 billion over 2 years. And this is shipping, rapid test virus kits, I guess. And but it's, it just didn't give me a lot of confidence that it was going to do this. And, had it maintained this area here, I probably would have taken some. But anyway, I know a lot of people in the room did take it. This is now an all-time high. One of the reasons why it's doing something like this is that it only has, I think, 5 million or 6 million in the float. Let me just click on the symbol linking and I'll do a quick check. Yeah, 6 million shares in the float. So, this is, and it's already traded 60 million shares. So it's traded the float 10 times over. Just incredible. So the interesting thing will be to see what happens tomorrow. Will it collapse completely? Or listen, if this is really all true, and I'm not suggesting that it's not. It's just one of these things seems too hard to believe for a company with only 6 million in the float. But anyway, we'll have to see what happens tomorrow. I do want to talk a little bit about AKTS, though. This was an alert from the AI, and this is one that I got in a little bit later, and I was going over the fact that, you get an AI alert, but for me, the AI is a great watch list. And so here was the alert at 761 on that candle there, and it didn't do anything. Look at this. It got all the way down to 740, and then when it reclaimed that alert right there, I decided to take the trade. I think it was at 764, and I did trade it out right here and here. Okay, I'm not in the trade anymore. But why did I like it in the first place? Take a look at it. It hopefully shows up on the weekly chart. Yeah, there's room. There's room looking left on that weekly chart. There's the high looking left on the weekly chart. It is 838 or so. So, getting into the trade at 664, there was certainly a lot of room left that it could start to move up and fill this void up here. So I really liked it once it reclaimed kind of the original alert. And that's what I tell people. People ask me all the time, how do you use, not just me, but how does a person use the AI? All sorts of different ways to use it. I use it as a great watch list. I personally concentrate on stocks under $20, and that's what I do. And I wait, just because a trade at the very beginning didn't really work. I wait. I actually put a price alert, I guess, right there, triggered, and then so I knew about it, and then I got into it because also I like the weekly chart. So the whole thing is, as a watch list, just because it doesn't work right off the bat doesn't mean it won't work later on. And so that's how I use the AI. And, there was another one. Let me just see if this one is, yeah, it's very choppy. I have to admit, this is very choppy. This actually got stopped out, but it came back to what we call the reentry. The reentry being halfway between the original entry and the stop. And it came back to 1335 at some point. We got a re-entry signal right around there, and look what it did. Now this is very, very choppy. I mean, I'm not trying to say this is fantastic, because it would have been great if it just kept going higher and not do this. But there is a re-entry. You see, this is what I'm talking about. We have the re-entry time, re-entry price, re-entry stop price. So every stock has a re-entry price, but you'll only see something triggering in that re-entry time column if the stock either it has to hit the stop price at some point. It doesn't have to be stopped out. I mean, this could, like CALA, if this hit, no, let's take AKTS. If this got down to 720, for instance, later on in the day, and then came back to 740, nothing highly scientific, as I always say. It's just the halfway between the entry and the stop, 761, 720. Halfway between is 740. That's why these are automatically calculated, but most of them don't trigger during the day, because most stocks don't hit the stop price, and then if they do they come back? And that's the only way that one actually got a trigger at 1335. And yes, it worked. Don't get me wrong, it did work, but you had to really pay attention to it. So it's just another way to use the AI. I mean, a lot of different ways to use the AI. All right, definitely want to get back into the room, see if anything is shaking for the balance of the day. So I'm going to shut this down. And again, if you have any questions for me, this is the email address you can use. And this is the link for our free room. And don't forget, the promo code is still Easter Egg. You'll see it in the email you're getting. Easter Egg, all in capital letters, good for 25% off the first month only, or the entire year. And that code will expire 11:59 p.m. Eastern time tonight, okay? And I'll open the room tomorrow at 9 o'clock. Let me bring back the capture program. Open the room tomorrow at 9 o'clock. I hope to see you there. Bye-bye.